What's going on YouTube? GraveCinder here, and welcome to episode 32. I've got to say, this was a pretty exciting build. Very ambitious as well, and I made the best of it. I think so, at the very least. What you didn't see in the time lapse is obviously all of the additional road networks and everything that I've put in. Hey, I even connected the conflicted ferry depot, so they should be receiving some services soon. This right here, it's kind of unique. If you guys have seen my diverging diamond interchange build, or if you have heard of one, well, this is like half of one in a sense. The other half would obviously come right here, because a diverging diamond, what it does is you have traffic that goes out this way, connects right here to the opposing side, so they could merge onto the highway or whatever it might be. But then later on from here, the diamond continues out this way, so the highway continues out. So that's why I say it's half of a diverging diamond. The reason I did it like this is because I didn't want to go up another step on the highway. I realized I could have gone underneath as well, under the highway, but I thought this was a little bit of a more of a unique design in a sense. The other thing that you didn't see in the time lapse is this intersection right here, or this one right here, or this one right here, or any of the monorail building really. So I had an off ramp right here, and I had an off ramp right here, kind of like what I do right now. However, I figured, well, if we're getting into this part of the city, then how in the world do you get out? Which made me put this right here in. So this is an in and an out. So if you're coming in from this side, you're entering in right here. Also, if you're coming in from this side, you are entering in right here, kind of like what these guys are doing. But if you are exiting, say you wanted to go to that side or there, or to this part of the city, you would come through the center over here and get on this two-lane highway portion and hop on right here. Now, if you were exiting here, well, I mean, that's the exit right there. You would hop onto the highway there and take this unique bridge across and get into this part of the city. So that's it. That's what I've come up with for this part right here. At the very least, we are sitting at 12.2 million in the bank, about 33,000 coming in per week, 102,000 in population, a small demand for residential, decent demand for commercial and industrial. I made this a district as well, just so you guys can see. There we go. All of this right here, as promised in one of the previous episodes, is, or most of it, is going to be the IT cluster. So let's go ahead and apply that specialization. I've also removed the name here. One additional thing that I recall I forgot it in the previous episode is that right there. Now we have an additional line of industry on that side. Nothing is going to be zoned here, so we'll leave that blank. And looks like these icons are popping up again, saying not enough workers, which is why we have this side right here. This is where most of our residential, new high density residential, is going to sit. And then the outskirts we're going to line with a regular commercial. So with that said, let's get to it. I'll kind of explain the monorails here in just a moment. So let's do a couple of the IT cluster buildings there. This whole thing and this whole thing is going to be IT cluster. That right there. Hopefully we get a larger building on that side. Same thing here. There we go. Here, you know, I can get rid of these trees. We'll get rid of you as well for now. I'd like to try and get some of the really tall buildings here in this area. I'll put the game on 3 speed as well to kind of help with development. So all of that IT cluster, this and this and this and this. And you know what? Since we're at it, let's just indulge ourselves and is that right? I think that's right, yeah. For the sake of symmetry and nothing else. 3 can fit there, and 3 can fit there. And I think that's that, so we'll see. We'll let these ones kind of come in. This one's too small, we'll get rid of you. Nothing's zoned here yet, so we're fine. Monorails. So monorails, this is the best that I could do with the current build. It dead ends right here. We'll fix that once we expand. But let's get a line going here. So start there. It's gonna loop around right in there. Come through here where we don't have power just yet. Hit this one, and then we'll come right back. Right there and right there. So what I kind of like about this is something you didn't see in the time lapse, is that the highway, but as well as the monorail, kind of goes around this tall, super tall building. Right, this is actually the tallest building in the game, and there you can see the monorail go through. Now, those of you guys that have the PlayStation, I don't think you'll have this building. I think this is part of the mods in Xbox, which is, well, actually we don't have the tab here. It's on the main menu, but it's called like a little mod browser or whatever you want to call it. And it comes as a mod, I believe. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. The building is called Peignoir Street, and it currently can be found over here in the content creator pack buildings. So it's this one right here. Let me know if you have it. Actually, look, it tells us right there it's part of the Art Deco and high-tech buildings. So that was a bunch of wasted time for nothing. But again, just if you're on PlayStation, just confirm. Maybe if you have this building, maybe I'm right. Who knows? I remember there is a building in the mods that is not available on PlayStation 4 because it's the mod pack in a sense. So we'll put some high density commercial just right there because we have that demand. And I'm hoping that the power transfers there. We'll add additional residential there and there so we can transfer power to here. Maybe it's worth putting a couple of smaller shops right here. Let's get one larger one and then maybe one smaller one right there. We can toss a high density 3x3 there and there. And maybe some additional lower density, kind of make this a little shopping area. And then here, what we could do is, come on. That is so weird how it does that. There. Something like that should work for us. I realized that we don't have any services on this part of the city, so let's go big right off the bat. Let's put in a hospital kind of. Oh man. Okay. We'll get one to fit right there. That should make everybody here have health coverage for the most part. Yes. We're gonna need fire department as well as a police station. So fire department could reside right there. And a police headquarters. Look at that. Perfect spot right in there. And then since we have this out, how about a pathway right there? Another one, kind of like a so. And a couple of trees. There we go. Something like that should be nice. Cool. Commercial. Looks like the demand is there. So this whole area right here is going to be our commercial as well. And since it's kind of a small area, let's just toss some of this high density here, and hopefully they don't make too much noise right next to the residents. So that should come in nicely. This whole part right here could actually be commercial as well. And that, and then here we'll make that the last part of commercial right there on that side. Here I want high density buildings though, or IT cluster is what I mean. That could be commercial, that could be commercial. Just a little bit of these odds and ends here. Oh, I have a couple of streets coming under the highway as well for future expansion out this way, right? Remember, we were gonna do that too at some point. But I really wanted to get a head start over here. And you know what? The other thing that I was thinking is putting a another ferry stop somewhere along here, right? And I know when we put it down just like that, the terrain kind of comes up with it, but it would be nice. And then we have a couple of these unique buildings that we could work on, like this Colossus fella or whatever it's called. Let's pull him up. Sea Fortress. This is also a sea building. So is this floating gardens is what it's called. But where is this guy? There he is. The statue of Colossus. Yeah, Colossus. I was right. But what I wanted to do though is I wanted to put him on a corner, right? Not on the edge right here, but on a corner. So you know what? While we're at it and kind of itching for that satisfaction, let's just do it. Now we may have a little bit of flooding here, which is expected. Maybe not. Perfect. All right, let's get our keys out and do that. And let's see if this guy's gonna fit well here, or if it'll fit at all. He will. Look at that. Oh, how nice. Very nice. Very nice. Let's get a street going over here so you can actually get some visitors. So we'll come to about there. Yeah, that looks all right. And then we'll hook in right there. So he's got his very own street. If I was a guy that renamed streets, like this one, I would rename it the Colossus Road. But I'm not, so I'm not going to do that. To transfer power, hopefully a little bit of commercial here and here will do that. And then what we could do, if we could get it to fit, I realize we also don't have any parks or anything on this side either. We'll add a plaza right there. Could we fit one here too? We sure could. Gonna get rid of... Hold on, do we even have the district out this way? We kind of do. Let me just do that on both sides to make sure, because I wanted a taller IT cluster building right there, and it has not come in. So wonder what happens if we do that. Academic year report, perfect. We're getting some folks in here. 155 gain. I've been wanting to check on that, by the way, because we still have one more building that I would like to unlock. So we need about 376 people exactly to get into our university, at which point we're gonna unlock, and this is the trade school. I want to get this last building, the School of Engineering. It increases campus attractiveness. No, hold on. Students help local businesses with innovative solutions for higher product quality, increasing all generic zoned industry income while reducing city water consumption. So it's going to have an effect on our itty bitty industry area here that is yet again suffering. And one of you guys made a good point in the previous episode, or the episode before the previous one. These guys have no way. Like if you live anywhere in the part of the city here, you have no way to get into this side. So that could be what's causing the shortage of workers. However, one would think that none of them would have any workers like this one or this one, for example, if that was the case, which I don't think it is. However, to try and test that theory, let's add what we're gonna call a temporary service road through here. And that's not the easiest way to get into it, but it's a way nevertheless. So we'll see if that works for us. And I'm assuming that maybe even the IT cluster, because they do produce some goods, they might use this road to come over here and ship their product. So we'll see. And look, there's probably goods being delivered into this part of the city. Residential is, the demand is still there. I don't want to make this episode too long. I've been going over 30 minutes in all of them lately, so I'm gonna try and not do that. Garbage. Well, we're just gonna have to kind of wing that. I'm not gonna put any polluting garbage areas, garbage collection areas over here. Oh, and look, we're having a little bit of a backup as well. I can't say I didn't expect it. I really can't. The only other thing that I could do here is increase the amount of lanes that we have. So we do a asymmetrical road upgrade. Let's pause. And like so. So that would hopefully help with some of the backup. Oh, and you see what I just realized is I didn't even necessarily need this off-ramp from here, because all they have to do is just come around here and take this off-ramp. Gotta love this game. You can't not love it. We'll put a little bit of commercial right here as well. A couple more offices here, hopefully help with the staffing. And look at that, we're almost at 105,000 in population. And Colossus looks like just now got power, so we should be seeing some visitors come and see him as well. Last check on our school. 1438, so we're still not where I would like us to be. Nope, not free education. I did increase the academic staff all the way up. Let's give another grant for hospitality, I guess. And that's about as much as we can do, really, without just giving these guys free education, which would cost us an additional 21,000 per week, because that's our current income. We're already losing about 20,000, so we'd be losing another 20,000. And you know what? Let's just do it. And look the campus attractiveness as well. When I enable this, it goes up. That's I didn't know that it gave that kind of a boost. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that helps any. I wish it did, because I really want to get that last building and plop it over here somewhere and call it a good. Looks like there's some people walking around here. Okay, well, it's not completely abandoned and deserted on this little island. But yeah, I'm still pretty happy with this build. This traffic's kind of a mess right now, but I would imagine that it's just most of these folks still moving in. That, and we also don't have a public transit connection to this side of the city, which is something that we'll work on. Right, we'll make that top priority in the next episode. So we'll put that in and hope that it solves some of these issues. And it's not even like commercial vehicles. You can see that it's all just, or let's say 80% of these cars. That's kind of unique. 80% of these cars are just regular civilian vehicles. A couple of garbage trucks and whatnot, but that's mostly what that is. So I think a public transit system in this area will do us a lot of good. But we'll do that on the next episode, because this one is over. As always, be the best that you can be in everything that you do, and I'll see you guys on the next one.